Hi guys, welcome to our channel. We have started a new series of movies reviews, in which we will tell you about a movie, what's right and what's not in this movie. Today we will give a review on Project Power because there's a lot of demand to give a review on it. Friends must like our videos because it takes a lot of efforts to make a video. Virtuous superheroes gets all the good press, but Project Power makes a pretty logical point with its central premise. If pills really existed that gave human beings superpowers, isn't it more likely that the people who use those powers would be up to no good? That the well posited by screenwriter Mattson Tomlin and director Henley Joss and Al Scullman in Project Power. An imaginative, garish, occasionally corny and generally entertaining riff on the superhero genre. Set in a hyper-stylized New Orleans and shot in a way that puts a slightly lurid greasy sheen over everything, the amped-up genre flick suggests that if people could suddenly find themselves able to break throughout walls, blend into their surroundings, and outrun police cars, they might use those powers not to fight crime but to rob banks and get away by outrunning police cars. It's a world in which superpowers inevitably lead to cops with a side of profiteering, which given the state of the world today is probably a pretty good guess. And even if it doesn't make a whole lot of sense much of the time, Project Power has the folk it needs to sell the premise. In Jamie Foxx, Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Dominic Fishback as unlikely trio out to keep everything from going to hell. Gordon-Levitt plays Frank, a New Orleans cop who's doing his best to cope with a city where the drug trade he has suddenly been transformed by an influx of shiny pills that go by the name of power, because that's exactly what they deliver. The problem is a user doesn't know what kind of power it will be. The pills make you a superhero for 5 minutes with power based on adaptations that have been made in the animal kingdom, but you don't know until you take it if the pill will make you super strong or super fast, turn you into a chameleon, or let you burst into flame and scorch everybody around you. Or by the way, it might just make you explode and die. Frank figures that the only way to keep up with the bad guys is to keep a stock of his own pills, which make him bulletproof. And before long, with the aid of an inspiring teenage rapper and part-time drug dealer named Robin, he finds himself on the trail of the major and ex-soldier he told is the source of all the power in New Orleans. The major thought is actually named Art. He's played by Jamie Foxx and he's not the source of anything. Expect maybe a world of hurt for anybody who gets in his way. The real story, he tells Frank, is the power was developed by a defense contractor who tested it on a bunch of soldiers including Art, and is now using the unwitting New Orleans populace as lab rats to make the drugs more manageable and more sellable. The mysterious organization, which goes by the name of Tailiers and clearly has government ties, has also kidnapped our daughter Tyrese Kinna Simpson, who may have been burned with the much coveted next step, permanent power. So Art, Frank and Robin take on the shadowy government organization and a slew of villains who are either heavily armed or inhumanly strong. You could think of Power Project as a small group against the world action movie, expect for those crazy special power that can turn hand-to-hand combat in the rundown apartment building into a version of Gandalf's fight against the Balrog in the Lord of the Rings, manage the magic wand and the shiny whip. Or you could think of it as a superhero movie, except that the filmmakers and determined to sink into the grit and make point about profit motives and the way black people and poor inner city residents have been viewed as dispensable. But sci-fi and social commentary have long been comfortable bedfellows, so Project Power is an easy genre hybrid that has been making pointed social commentary and getting crazy while it's just so. Dark and wet and garish. If it's not raining in any particular scene, it either just did or it's about to. It makes superpower seem like a very bad thing in the wrong hands. And it makes it clear that just about any hand that wants to grab them in indeed a wrong hand. It's not always coherent, but sometimes that's the point. When Art infiltrates a demonstration of power pills for a potential South American buyer, the ensuing fight turns into such utter chaos that it becomes impossible to figure out who's doing what to whom. But the inability to follow what's going on during the fight actually allows for a cool reveal at the end when we see who survived. Then it gets silly when this movie's version of the Hulk makes an appearance to smash things. Still what's more like this without a hefty dose of silliness. And the filmmakers know enough to poke a little fun at themselves. When Robin explains that she tagged along with art because I thought we were like Batman and Robin, he snaps there is no Batman and Robin. That was a movie. This is real life. Our goal to introduce you every Hollywood movie and English TV series. We express your opinion in comments below and let us know how you like our videos. Share our channel and thumbs up on our videos. If you have liked this informative video, then press the below like button and encourage us. Thanks for watching.